You're watching JD's Variety Channel.
What is up, everyone? I hope you are having a fantastic day. It is super hot out, and I am in the process of trekking into the woods to get into some cooler temps here a little bit. I'm on my way up a trail where there's an entrance to a cave that is blocked off. Now, I do know of one place on the property that I'm on where there used to be an old home site, but I'm going to check that out another day. For now, we are going to go to around the entrance of the cave to see if there's anything around there. Now, I assumed it was discovered a long time ago, so anytime there's like an entrance to a cave, I'm sure kids have been hanging out and playing around there since sometime in the 1800s. I did look on some old maps. There wasn't a super old building up here by the cave, but somewhere where the trail splits off, there is like a small structure on maps that go back to like the late 1950s, so I have no idea what it used to be. So we're gonna try to see if we can find any remnants of that, and we're gonna take a look at the cave entrance, and I'm just gonna be searching around in the woods up here, seeing if I can find any signs of activity. Not too far away from where I'm at, there's a super old mill that goes back, man, there's a spider, I went through a web, there's a spider crawling on me somewhere. Now he's on my shirt, he's fine. And the mill, I'm not certain of the age of it, but I can pretty much guarantee it goes back to at least the early 1800s. It's massive, really beautiful place, and that's not too far away from here, so you never know who would have been up in these woods back in the day. That mill's not even a mile down the road from here. So I'm gonna turn the camera back on when I get back up to where the cave is, and I'll show you around a bit. Alrighty, so let's show you all this cave entrance over here. I'm not sure how long it's been blocked off. But I'm not even gonna bother, you're not gonna be able to see much down there, but these rock formations are awesome, and I assume people have been playing around on these for a long time. Now, in this section here, I do expect there to be a lot of modern trash and stuff like that too from over the last 50, 60 years. And it's kind of tricky to look in these conditions, especially in rocky areas like this. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to find a hot spot for some older stuff to see if there's any relics up and around this area. So I'm going to find a flat area where the brush isn't as thick around the other side there, and we're going to start doing that. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Let's go up here for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna climb up there later too. Alrighty, let's get the metal detector out and get going. Okay, I found this clearing where there's not much brush, and the cave is only about 30 seconds walk right through there. So I've been swinging around here for like the last 5 minutes, haven't had a single signal, and I got one here. Seems like a bigger target, but we'll see what it is. Crazy bouncy signal. This could just be a can or something, but for the first signal we definitely got to check it out. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a can. Budweiser. Alright, so I'll haul that out of here, put it in my junk pile, and we'll keep looking around here, see if we can get onto some older targets. Alrighty, so we just had a little freak rainstorm come through. Not a rainstorm, just like a shower. And came out of nowhere, just hit for about 3 minutes and then left. So I'm glad I'm using the Fisher F22 today because it's weatherproof. But anyway, back in that section of the woods I was hunting, I came here into the clearing where the front of the cave is now. In that clearing, kind of over in the woods over there a little bit, there was a lot of cans from like the 1980s-ish, just all over the place. A lot of them right on top, like that area hasn't been disturbed for quite a while. You could tell the lids had the old style pull tabs and things like that, and they were from definitely before the early 90s when I was born, those types of cans did not exist. So there was too many of those over there to really look for something old and trying to find a pocket of older stuff. So I came into this clearing here. Now this isn't old, but just checking out the little clearing here in front of the cave, and got a blasting signal swinging on my way over. And it looks like a quarter that somebody dropped not too long ago. $2,000 New Hampshire state quarter. So hey, at least we found a coin. I'm going to keep swinging around here, see if we can find anything else. All right, so there seems to be some targets right in here in front of the cave, so we're just going to keep swinging around in here and seeing what else we can pull out. But I'm not sure what this is. At first I thought that was the end of a light bulb. It might be. If that's the end of a light bulb, that could be a good sign. That might have been where that little structure I was talking about. I don't think it was supposed to be right in front of the cave from the maps. I think it was supposed to be back down over this way a little bit closer to where I was at, but haven't been able to find spots where there's a lot of iron or anything, or even any remnants of a structure. So I'm still trying to locate it, but at least we're finding stuff out here. Let's see what comes out next. Well, maybe the maps I was looking at were wrong, because in this clearing, man, I'm guessing this is where the structure would have had to been. There's so much iron. Yep. It definitely had to be in through here somewhere. So I'm going to work the perimeter of this place and see if we can pop out any coins or relics. Oh, I also found, back over the other spot, one of the old, it is fairly old, it's disintegrating, one of the old shotgun shells. So there's stuff around, but hey, I think we're going to find some more interesting stuff right around this area. Caves right there. Yep, I definitely think we're on to wherever that structure was. It's probably, probably wasn't tore down too long ago. I can't remember if I looked at the more modern aerials to see when it disappeared, but you can see there's like some old kind of like gravel kind of in through here. And man, there's just so many cans and so much cans and iron and all kinds of junk in through here from, people snoop around this cave over the years. But here's the best signal I've had since I found that surface quarter. If I can find it now. There we go. Solid 67, 68. I do think this is going to be a coin, like maybe a copper penny or a dime, but hopefully it's an old one. So, let's see what information we can get from this hole. Yeah, just a lot of, is that gravel? There it is a coin. Okay. It's a copper penny, and it's 1974. So not as old as we were hoping, but it's not zinc, so that's a step in the right direction. I'll keep looking around here. There's got to be some other stuff. Since I last had the camera on, I dug a piece of a can, and I did get an older style pull tab, so there is some older trash up here, which is a good sign. On to the best signal yet. It's actually a lot higher than the last one. It's a solid 80, and it's a very tight signal. So let's get out the pinpointer and see if we can find this one live. Oh, it's very shallow. Maybe it's just a shallow modern coin. Should be right here somewhere. It's not going to be very deep. There it is. It's a quarter. It wasn't under the ground too far, as you can see right there. Let's see the age on this one. 1966. But it's hard to tell how long it's been down there. So you see it's got some staining on it, but it does look like it has some of the original surface. If I had to guess, I don't think that's been down there more than 10-20 years. But you never know. Since I'm finding these coins, I'm going to keep hitting this area. I just found this random piece of metal. This looks like the type of thing you'd find when a building was demolished, just random chunks of metal. So I think we found the spot. So we'll keep looking around here. Okay, this target may be junk, but it's a pretty high signal. Actually very high. See if I can get the glare off there. 87, it's not hitting like the iron has. So we'll see if we can see what it is live here. Oh good, there's no gravel, clay, or rocks right here. Oh, I'm sure there's clay, but nothing to stop me from digging easy. I think this in front of here, they definitely raised this at some point because whatever building was here, when they demolished it, they pushed all kinds of dirt around, and there's can signals down like pretty deep in the clay, which is unnatural. So it's hard to tell if you're onto something good because of the depth right in this area, because the ground's been manipulated. As you can see, this is not natural to get down to this target. So let me turn the camera off and dig down there a bit, and I'll turn it back on. Pretty interesting. As I was digging down to it, I hit this mesh thing here. Not sure what that would have. It looks like almost part of a tarp, but I'm down under it. Man, there's a big piece of aluminum down under there. I can't even get out unless I dug a bigger hole. Big strip of aluminum. So we're gonna get out of this area where they dozed the building that was here. We're gonna try around the edges more, because it seems like there's just some more modern coins settled onto the top of here, which has probably been dropped since they destroyed it until the present date. So we want to find somewhere where we know there's going to be older stuff underneath. So let's start working around this edge here and then in back through here by the rocks. There are so many signals in front of this cave, it's unbelievable. People have probably been hanging out here for a long time, but you can just hear there's all sorts of junk and stuff. I isolated a little bit of a target here. Maybe something a little bit better. I don't know, I'm gonna keep digging. If I pop up anything interesting, I'll let you know. I'm on top of the cave now. It is right down there where the entrance is. And there's some signals up here too. You can tell this is trampled down where people have been coming up here over the years. Something there. Let's see if the pinpointer will read it. Yep, with the shovel. Ooh, wow, this is really hard packed here. Okay, it's not too deep. I think that's it there. It's a bullet. I just accidentally flung my camera, so let's try this again. It's a bullet and it's still got the tip on it. Looks like a 22. Huh, wasn't expecting that up here. Just goes to show you, you never know. Well, somebody must have dropped a bunch of these up here. Here's another little clod with another bullet sticking out of it. That one's either been fired or the tip disintegrated, but there's a lot of them. There's one there too. All right, well, I'm probably not gonna dig all these out, but yeah, some bullets up here. I'm back down on the bottom now by the entrance. I got another nice signal here that I was able to isolate. Still digging some trash. I got some older pull tabs. It's actually surprising, from all the trash I'm seeing, all the bottles and everything that's visible, it looks like it's all stuff from like the 70s and 80s. So that's actually a little bit promising that it's not all, you know, trash from like the last 10 to 20 years. I'm actually not finding a lot of modern trash. It's mostly the, you know, like I said, stuff from the 70s and 80s. Let's see, this may be another quarter. Well, this may be a tad deeper than the other stuff. Okay, we're right down on it now. Should be right there. Says we're touching it. Nope, not a quarter. What is that? Ooh, is that an aluminum buckle? Well, that's pretty crazy. Well, it looks here, it says something on it, so we'll be able to figure out what it is. Okay, hopefully this helps us date some of this. Hopefully this is a little bit older. Hopefully 1950s or 60s on this, maybe. Kenworth Company, Milwaukee. If anybody knows on that one, let me know. Looks like that may be some type of strange buckle, a cheaper one. Could be something completely different. I'm just guessing. I've actually never dug or heard of an aluminum buckle. So that's probably something else. But at least we got something we can research now with some writing on it. Alrighty, we're on the right track. Yeah, over the years you never know if stuff could have washed down. It's always good to check. No signals there. I did notice this a second ago. An old carving. It looks like it was meant to be a heart. And it's got an arrow pointing up. Up the trail is where the love is. So I decided to dig out that big aluminum target that I had kind of when I started. Dug it out the rest of the way. And it's 2 pieces of aluminum, secured on there by a nut. So yeah, this is definitely where the structure was. Okay, so that's going to be it for now. That place definitely deserves another look once some of the brush dies down. So I will come back here probably in maybe like 2 months once most of the brush is dead, and I'll have a lot more accessibility into some of those other areas around the cave. So we pulled up some interesting stuff and to find some coins and that interesting aluminum thing that has a marking on it. Not sure what that is, but that and definitely old style pull tabs up here, so definitely worth another shot. So thanks everyone for watching, take care, and as always, happy treasure hunting.